The movie Snowpiercer takes place during a freezing apocalypse. A wealthy businessman built a train equipped with a closed-loop ecological life support system and a perpetual motion engine, which runs continuously along a circumpolar track. This businessman, Wilford, is a classic dictatorial villain who established a brutal class system within the carriages, managing this micro-society through fear and violence. Meanwhile, the protagonist is the leader of the lower-class rebellion, seeking to break this closed-off society.
Even though the businessman is far from kind-hearted, it is hard to argue he was entirely in the wrong. In a freezing, post-apocalyptic world where resources are extremely scarce, social hierarchy and fear are the most direct and effective methods of governance. His ultimate goal is to keep humanity from going extinct. On the other hand, while the protagonist represents justice, it is hard to say what he did was correct. When the businessman offered him the ruler's throne, this guy chose to blow up the perpetual motion engine, causing the train to derail. Sure, they got freedom and equality, but everyone lost their lives. It's not that rebellion is wrong. If you dislike a system and want to overthrow it, that's fine. But you have to be able to present a better alternative. It's like finding yourself in a sea of death with only one rickety, failing boat as a refuge, feeling that it's inadequate and kicking the boat over, telling everyone, let's all go for a swim. The catch is, nobody knows how to swim. At the end of the film, the two surviving kids step out of the train into the snowy wilderness and spot a polar bear in the distance. Optimists believe this indicates that the ecosystem is slowly recovering, bringing new hope to humanity, effectively making them a new Adam and Eve. But Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, not the freezing Arctic. Besides, isn't seeing a polar bear actually an even bigger tragedy? They're literally just offering themselves up as a snack for the bear. Even if we take a step back and assume the polar bear has had its fill, and there are some other survivors from the train explosion, how can people who have been completely sheltered from the real world for 17 or 18 years with zero survival experience expect to survive in this freezing climate? I'd consider it a miracle if they made it past 2 weeks. The final spark of human life, which the businessman preserved for 17 or 18 years, was completely wiped out by the protagonist's one ultimate move. Overall, it's a great film, but its symbolism and metaphors definitely override its narrative.